Alright. Well, let's hope today goes better than yesterday. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another live stream. Now, I have been toiling away today, trying to make sure that whatever internet problem, like every time it happens, I go into a deep dive. Yesterday, the internet didn't last for the whole stream. It conked out after just under an hour. And every time it happens, I go into a deep dive looking for whatever I can find to try and fix it. Last time I've updated drivers for connectors, internet, Ethernet ports and stuff like that. I have called in my ISP people to try and see what's going on. I've updated the firmware and settings on my power line extenders and everything, and so far, for the majority of the day, my internet connection has been stellar. But that has happened in the past as well, where it'll be great until I start streaming, and then it'll die. So we're just gonna see what happens. But for now, it's looking okay. The other problem is that my power keeps tripping. So there's that as well. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with the stream today. So we're just gonna get back to what we were doing yesterday, right? Which is working on the storage system, right? I've done just the tiniest little bit. I finished up what we were trying to space out yesterday, and I think I'm just gonna do the windows and the doors up until here. Yes, Teen Traveler, I hope it does go well. Hi, by the way, to you and to Real Timmy and anyone else that's watching. I've put in the end stone up at the top and the bricks down at the bottom, because for those of you that weren't around yesterday, or just to refresh your memories, let me just see here about where did I save that? Downloads, yes, it was here. Reference pictures, bring it up. So we were kind of going for something like that along the sides of the building. There's not much else that I have. Well, I have some ideas of what else I want in the building, but that's kind of, you know, what we're dealing with in terms of the sides. So I'm thinking also this interior floor should probably get extended, now that I think about that. So let's quickly just clone at least.
Hello there.
This. Oh, hi, and Tenmaru. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2. We'll put that there, and then we'll stack that so that that floor. This is obviously not going to stay wool, but I just want the floor to be here for the time being, because I think we are going to try and put some stuff in here, right? I just started using Axiom. I'm so excited to see a good builder like you use it. I'm also still just learning it, so please don't expect any like amazing things from me. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to. Yeah, maybe you might learn a little thing or two about Axiom from this stream. Actually, now that I think about that, maybe we should lift this floor up one. And also, I think we'll stop the floor here. That door is probably going to end up being closed. Or we'll put something else there. Let's see. We're going to want to not expose all of this. So maybe we'll do the floor from there. I don't know why I'm now suddenly doing this out of everything. I guess this is just where my brain went right now. We're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna have the floor. We'll have some rooms and stuff on the outer edges of this. Something to help with the aesthetic from the roadside, because some of these doors are going to be open, some of them are going to be closed, and it'd be nice to have it so it actually goes through all the way to the interior here, right? So let's just see, we want kind of a mirrored door there.
Hello there.
Hey, Geekiku. What's up? Let's see. We're gonna do another one. Actually, you know what? We could just make this 2, like the width of 2, right? Just have a big old entrance here. Not symmetrical on this side, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So we can have like a big old garage door sort of thing going there. For your bricks, are you using the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack? Yeah, variated bricks, right? Yeah, I am actually using that. Oh, and then what I wanted to do was just move the floor up one. We're gonna do this. I'm sorry, Enten Maru, I don't speak French, so I don't know what you're saying. I used to know a little bit of French. I lived for a while in France, in like the Antibes area for a while. But my French was broken at best and rusty as hell at this point. Okay, we'll probably end up bringing these interior walls up a little bit as well. Or we could have some platforms on this side that have some more storage, and maybe we can have some stairs up and all of that sort of stuff. And there will be some stairs here that lead downward. Probably sink them in a little bit so there's some clearance at the doorway. So something more along these lines. Okay, I kind of just wanted to plot that out. Oh, you're just speaking between you. Okay. The French community is growing. Yeah, no, I mean, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. So, yeah, something like this, right? So there's like access to these doors from the outside and all of that. Now, those other, the picture that we were using, which I bloody well closed again because I'm an idiot. Let me just bring that up for myself. So that had doors. Some were open, some were closed. Up on the top bit there's going to be some writing. But essentially, I don't know what I want to write there, though. Actually, I think I know exactly what I want to write there. Because this thing has some like coffee sort of branding thing going on. I don't know what coffee it was. But so there's okay, so most of you know that well, maybe you don't know, but basically the city is my own play on like a Gotham-esque style city, right? It's gonna get darker, it's gonna get more dense, hopefully, as we go along. I know that Dewlan is currently busy with his area over there. Well, I mean, this is just a backup copy of my area, but over there is Dewlan's base, right? And Dewlan's busy doing his road, and his road is going to connect like to there, I think. And so we're going to end up curving that around and then probably doing a bridge straight across this here and having it carry on that way, and then maybe bending back into this road. And there's going to be a sheer like a retainer wall that goes straight down, and there's going to be buildings up against that, or maybe just like sandwiched in between these. And there's lots of stuff that's going to come, right? Don't worry about your English being bad. I actually teach English online. I'm used to people with bad English. I have no problem with it. You do you. At least you can speak 2 languages or more. I don't know how many languages you speak. I speak 2. One of them's pretty useless. I don't think there's a lot of people outside of South Africans that actually that actually speak Afrikaans. But promise I'm going to try. No, go for it, man. You're doing great. You're doing great. Okay. So anyway, back to my little tangent. Right, we're doing a bit of a Gotham-esque thing. Now, what I want to just see real quick. So one of the shops over there, the paint shop, is called Carmine's Color Emporium. That's from Carmine Falcone from Gotham. But there's some other villains, and I'm sure that there's some of them that have like a C name. So I just want to do like a let's see, Gotham mobster names. Can we do that? Sorry, I know you guys can't really see all of this. Carmine Falcone, Santo Casamento. I mean, Casamento coffee would be pretty good, right? What else is there? There has to be more. Iconic bosses. There's Maroni. Oh, there is a Carmine. No, but that's, yeah, Carmine Falcone. Carbon Carmine. Yeah, we can do Casamento coffee. So, Casamento. Let me just write that down. It's that difficult to remember. We are learning French, English, and Spanish or German for most of us. Wow. Okay. Cool. My German's also and my Spanish is also let's see. Hopefully good. Casamento coffee. Let's see if we can fit that in as a sign on the side of this building. Right? And let's start from this side. Just because. We're gonna probably move it down a little. We're gonna do a few things, but we're gonna go probably with the 3x3 font as well, just because it is. How do you do the? Oh, are we gonna do a 3x4? Right. So we'll do the same like we do on the signs. So we do. Oh wait, that's supposed to also be an E, because I know how to spell things. Let's just see if we can get a coffee, if it'll actually fit. I think Casamento might be a bit of a long word to try and fit on this wall, right? Although, we do have a very big wall, right? So there is that. Let's see. Oh. So we got coffee, right? And then we'll do a 2 gap. And then let's see. O. T. E. No, wait. Casamen. N. M. A. S. Just forget how to do the S. There we go. 2 of those. A. Yeah, you know what? This fits. We can even make the gap between the Casamento and the coffee a little bit bigger. do a 3 gap so we can definitely see the difference in the words. Right. And then, so now here's the challenging part, right? This needs to spell out Casamento, but it needs to spell it out across the windows, right? But what we're gonna do with that, because those are gonna be trap doors, right? So we're going to say we're not gonna do it on this side, but I am going to just do it this side so I can plan it out. So all of the ones that are in line with the end stone, that's going to be birch. No, sorry. What am I doing? I'm making my own mistakes already. Those are going to be a different color. They need to be darker. They need to be more towards the black. So I'm thinking, I mean, the only real thing that we can use that's close to black as a trapdoor is going to be this, right? That's just the darkest we have. So we're going to go with that. Okay. Although, now that I think about it, 1 second. What is the? Because I was gonna go with black. Great name for it. Yeah, it's just a billboard, right? It's just an advertisement. That's not like the actual name of the place. We're actually gonna put a name or something up at the front here, right? Something. It'd probably be Derpol Enterprises warehouse or something again, but just gotta be careful with the abbreviation, the DEW, the Dew, because then Dewlan might come over here and think that everything belongs to him. So what we could do. So okay. Let's start by doing this. Bricks. This is, by the way, this is why my buildings always take longer. It's not because I'm a particularly like great builder that just takes my time and hones my craft. No, I'm just indecisive. That's it. All right. Now I was gonna go with black as a brick to the writing, right? Because it's the same brick style as the end stone. But what if we go with mud, and then instead of dark oak, we can do jungle, which is at least closer in hue to each other, right? Because those are the only bricks that, I mean, there's that, but dealing with iron trapdoors is just going to be trouble. So yeah, you know what? Let's do jungle, right? We're just gonna plot out the plot out the trapdoors on this side with jungle, and then eventually we'll flip some of them open, right? We'll flip some of them open, and the words will be a little bit broken up, but you'll still get the general gist of it, right? Right. Let's jungle trapdoors, right? So that's a lot better. This is all coming together. Very, very spiffy. Right. Let's do that. Let's do those. That one. That one. Those. Okay. That's all the ones that are protruding. Okay. Now what we're probably going to need to do, take out all the ones. Actually, you know what? Just in case I mess this up, I'm going to make myself a little backup. Look at me being all smart for once. I'm going to make myself a backup of this that I can just push back in place when I need to. Right? Fantastic. Okay. Now, all the ones that are in front of the windows need to go away. Yeah. Those one. That one. Those. And that. Okay. Then we're going to take all of these ones. We're going to move them in one. Hopefully that doesn't... Nope, that's perfect. Okay. Then we're going to take all of them. Actually, we're going to... And hopefully this all works exactly the way that it did before. I think all of this was fine. And I just need to do... Let's see. Mud bricks. Go away with your silliness. Mud bricks, packed mud, and brown mushroom blocks. And then we're going to go 80. I go 14. Go. So something like that, right? Let's just make this a little smaller so you see what I'm doing. And put block gray wool. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Okay, you know what? I think that worked out just fine. So we have the words written out. Alright, so actually this is still... I'm still going to keep it just in case, but I am just going to move it away a little bit more because it's in my way. Okay, so we have Casamento coffee here, right? And I think we can... Ooh, we can try and do like a big coffee can thing here, right? Yeah, like coffee can, like canned coffee. Like it was back in the 30s, we actually had like had to open the can to get to the coffee beans and stuff like that, right? Everything was canned back then. They didn't have better preservation things. So now what I'm gonna do, just temporarily, is I need to block up all of these. So I'm going to put in the trapdoors there. So all of these trapdoors are supposed to be on the outside, which is what I'm going to do with the jungle trapdoors in a second as well. Just kind of wanted to plot them out from the back. Get to that. Okay. Now, back to trapdoors. We got... Oh, I do have them all. Okay, so all of the ones that have this now. Actually, at this point, I should probably start thinking about which ones do I want flipped open, which ones do I not want flipped open. That one probably closed. This one can stay closed, but then we can do one that's open. They're all going from the top, right? So I'll probably do it like this. We can have one door that's, oops, already open. So that door is going to be open. That one's going to be closed. Oh, but these also need to be... I'm going to be doing spruce for them. The ones that are connected to the red bricks, we're doing spruce. Although, could we do... You know what? No, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick with that. Right? Any tips on starting a large build when the size gets really big? I don't know where to start and feel paralyzed by indecision. No choice seems to come together at first. Okay, so based on what I'm doing with this one, right? There's multiple avenues you can go about this. It doesn't have to be the same that I'm doing necessarily. However, the first thing to do is definitely to like plot out the base structure like I've done here, right? And then it's just about taking it bit by bit, right? I decided that I wanted this two-tone thing, so I started with that. Then I was like, okay, I want all of these walls and doors on the side, so I started doing that. Then I was like, well, I mean, before that even, I was like, all right, I'm going to put a parking lot in the front here. This isn't fully completed. I'm probably going to texture the floors a little bit, but it's all about doing them in waves, right? Picking something and doing it. Picking something and doing it. If you want to try and figure out all the answers all at once, you're never going to get there, right? It's about chipping away at it. I've talked to multiple people about this in the past. Building in Minecraft is very much like sculpting, right? You don't start with like the full sculpture all at once. You kind of chip away at it until it is the full sculpture that you're looking to have, right? So in this case, as you can see, I'm just, I was like, oh, I want to do that little bit of a floor, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the sign, and then, oh yeah, maybe we'll do the coffee thing, the coffee can over there, and then, oh, I think I'm gonna put a rolly door in here, and then, oh, maybe I'll do some like, rolly door sort of like, rooftop openings, whatever you call it, up here, and then I have an idea for what I want to put on this side. I don't know if I'm going to do the same on this side. Maybe we're going to end up putting a couple of smokestacks either on the back or on the side. It's all about like doing those little bits, just chipping away at it, right? A build never needs to get torn down, not completely, never. Right? You just keep chipping away at it and sculpting it until you're happy with it. There's always parts of it that kind of stick around, that stay behind, that are important to remember. That this is kind of where it... I mean, to be fair, I have, on occasion, ripped a building down. But very rarely. Like, genuinely, not as much as you would think. Actually, let's just quickly do all of these first so I don't get confused. But yeah, just always think of it as like sculpting, right? You chip away at bits and pieces here and there until you find something that you're happy with. Don't try and make every decision for the build all at once. Little decisions get you there in the end. Makes sense. Don't tip, thanks. No, I'm by no means an expert in the matter, but that is where I stand on it, I think. Okay, so this is going to end up looking very patchworky, but I like it. I like it. Okay, so that one's gonna swing open all like that. I think then this next one's gonna be fully closed. Just because.
Hello there.
Hello there. What's up, IB? Actually, she's at a sleepover, and the missus is also away for the evening, so I'm all by myself, and it seems like the internet is just solid. But no, I don't want to blame them for the Roblox incident yesterday. I don't think that's fully what it was. I think there was a lot more to it. Yeah, I just don't. I don't think it was just the her playing Roblox that did it. probably more internet stupidity. I'm genuinely starting to think that it is just my power line adapters, which is a horrible idea, because if they give in, I am completely without internet at my PC. Then I am thoroughly and utterly screwed if it is my power line adapters. This is very patchworky, but I do like it. Right? So we have, yeah, we have Casamento coffee. Starting to look real nice. Okay, this one here can be completely open, but if it is open, definitely gonna cut off that coffee already. So what if we just made this one like that, and this one like that, and that one like semi-open like that. And then this one will be closed again. Make sure that the letters are, for the most part, the ones that are. Don't want to cut off the T either, so I guess this one's also going to be. Okay, but now it's a lot of doors that are just open that way. That's probably not the greatest thing. This is still tricky to balance, right? Let's see. Maybe this one will leave closed for the time being. And then here we can have. Yeah, let's have this one change. Oh wait, no. This one's supposed to be that. These boys at the bottom. And this one, you know what? We'll just do this one also open. Because why not? I see Pulp Fiction and Cypress Hill, and that's about it. Okay. Let's see, I need to take out E. And then the last two pieces of the puzzle here. Can do this one open. That one closed. Cool, cool, cool. We'll figure something out for that, for the insides. And then this one probably have this side open. Why is my connection gone when my internet is totally fine? What are you talking about? What are you even talking about? You guys can still see me fine, right? There's no problem? Because it's telling me there's an error when I don't see an error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth rendering. As such, viewers will experience buffering. That's just not possible. Just not possible. Oh no, no, my upload speed is completely gone. Super duper. Super, super, super duper. Why is it telling me that I'm at full capacity then in OBS if I am not? I am not even close to how much I should have. Okay, keep an eye on it. I'm hoping it's gonna stay okay. No, the upload speed is a bit on the dead side. Oh, the error has gone away. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. I had to refresh my browser a minute ago. You could know. Yeah, I don't think I necessarily am, but I'm glad that it's not terrible for you right now. I'll just double check again. Now the error has gone away. Maybe the upload speed's better again. I just don't understand it. Don't know. But I do think it is just my power line adapters that are the problem. They just can't maintain. Yeah, that's not great upload speed, but it's holding. Seems to be climbing again. Okay, now we can definitely get rid of this. We don't need this. I think the writing is pretty much done. Gonna keep running. Do I have anything else open? Oh yeah, that definitely needs to close. Everything else is fine. It's supposed to be open. Right, so we have Casamento coffee. Not the easiest thing to read, but you know what? It's fine. Yay! The upload speed's completely back again. So I think we're okay. We're not dying yet. Not dying yet. This bottom section is going to be a lot easier to do because that's literally just going to be a bunch of this, right? There's no writing there. It's just going to be a bunch of spruce trapdoors. But now that I think about it, did kind of want to be able to put some door handles on these things, and now I went and put them all in the wrong place. So I don't know if that was the best idea. Have a look at the reference picture again. I mean, they don't particularly have a lot of door handles and everything like that. Yeah, no, it seems like the internet's gone back to being stable with some weird wobble. But that's what I mean. Like, I just never have a good day with it. I just never have a good day with it. Keep an eye on it. What happened? I had a better widget for it. Yeah, it seems like it's okay now. Okay, now the other doors. Let's see. How do we want to? Oops. The windows, by the way, all need bars inside them, so that's something. So you see what I mean, Timmy? Timmy is it's just a you know, I put on the shutters and I'm like, oh okay, now I should probably put bars in all of these windows, right? Not the doors because they need access, but the windows, they don't, so they're all getting barred up. That's also going to help me actually decorate them by putting the shutters and everything on. Makes it a little easier to do that. Good. See, now we got bars on the windows. In fact, most of these, they do have, like, even if the doors are open, they'll still have like bars on them, especially at street level. So what we could do is some of them, right? We can have where the bars are flipped open, for example. Something like this, right? It's just getting started. Placing the first blocks is the hardest. Yeah, the first block should just be wool. Just get the first blocks out of the way then, right? First block should just be wool. Get that out of the way. And then, yeah, so maybe we can have both of these ones be barred open, but then have this one be barred completely closed still. And it might change like these two to be something more handlebar-y, but we'll get around to that in a second. And then I think this one can also be barred open. I know that's not how you say barred open, but that's kind of what we're going with. And then these ones can also be closed. Now this is irrespective of what I decide to do with the actual shutters on the outside. And then the other thing that we need to do for the ones that are up on this level, which now I just realized is actually leveled with this, which is perfection, right? That is super. The ones on those levels actually need chains. So there was the best security measure that they had for personnel safety was just to like chain these here so people don't just go tumbling off the edges. So all of them get chains, because the chains were only ever taken down when they were busy loading and unloading, specifically. So maybe we can make a scene where there is some loading and unloading happening, but for the time being, and then we'll take the chains away from that one, but for the time being, put chains on all of these. Seriously, thank you. I found your stuff on Pinterest and it changed my approach to building. I am having a lot of fun now with my builds. Your advice is very motivating. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that Pinterest actually works. I get so, like, the amount of impressions that I get on Pinterest compared to any other platform is insane. I think I get more impressions on Pinterest than I do on like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and all of them together. It's just, it's a massive amount. And it's nice to see that the people that see that stuff aren't just people that scroll past, but there are actually some people that you know, come and hang out in the streams. So that's really cool. Right. So it's coming along. Now, let's think about this. I think I want this one to just be completely open. Right, so we'll do something like this. And then this one can be closed on the one side. Oops. And maybe we can have it... Ooh, yes, we did. So essentially that one swung all the way open, and the one next to it is all the way closed. So it's just a solid piece of... Oops, that's too many. Solid piece of wood like that. And then we'll have this one open by that again. Cool. Just want a lot of swingy doors, man. That's basically all I want. It's an inspiration machine. It truly is. Pinterest is actually really cool for inspiration. More people should be using it. You know what? We're gonna have this one open as well. We're gonna have this one open all the way. That. And that one's be closed. And this one's gonna be open. Oops. Nah, that kind of looks weird, right? You know what? This is slightly against what everyone else, what all the other ones are, but just do that. Oops, that's wrong there. So many talented people in every domain are on Pinterest. That is true. There's a lot of talent on Pinterest. You see some really cool stuff there. Okay, then we don't even have a fully closed one yet, so that one's fully open, so it would kind of make sense that they would have this one fully closed to make way for whatever's going up there right now. You know what, I think this one as well is going to be like that. Screw it down. Close two. Yeah. Okay. Now, I wonder. I should actually also just be doing this, shouldn't I? Now that I have a whole heap of them, I should just do this. Be like, yeah, you're gonna be an open window. Cool. These ones I want to be fully open. So maybe we do... This one still needs something, right? What configuration do we not have yet? So I can use them. Oh, we don't have one where both doors are just fully flapped open. Okay, so let's do that.
Hello there.
Hello. What's up? It's Cookie Man. Or Cookie Girl, I'm not entirely sure. What's up? Why, howdy there. It seems like you use the logic of the building or the purpose behind it to inform your build choice. Always, right? That's probably one of the things that help the most when making a decision. Is like, like I'm assuming you were talking about when I said here that would make sense for this one to be closed if they're busy. If this one's fully open and they're probably going to load some stuff in here, it would make sense for that one to be closed. That just helped me make the decision of what do I do with this, right? So if you, it's something you need to practice, but the more you practice it, the more you start thinking logically about your builds. And like Enigma always talks about the halo effect. Does it make sense? Does it feel like it's going to work? Then things start getting a little bit easier for you to make some decisions. It does help you inform certain decisions. It helps you figure out what it is you want to do with certain things. And that is super, super useful in a lot of cases. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to start cloning some stuff here. This one I think is also going to be closed because I don't really know what to do with what's behind it as much. So we're going to just leave that like that. And then, okay, those ones are barred. So I think I would prefer it if one of them was closed. And again, probably this one because it's closest to the machinery and I don't know what to do with it. And then we'll have one that is like partially open to be there. Okay. We could even have it then where some of this gate is a little bit open, so it's also not all just either open or closed like that, but some of them could be half opened. And then that one should be fully open, I think. But kind of want to be fully open in like... No, that one can still be partially closed. I want these two to be like fully open, basically, more or less. We'll see. We'll see. But this one can definitely be like... Now it's starting to look real patchy. And I'm hoping I am still leaving enough space for some pipes and stuff through some of these, because I would like to put some pipes in places. I might have to move some of them to like the inside of the block or whatever. I think I'll probably have to do that. You can't see it, but I'm nodding along intently as you are talking. Okay, cool. Let's see. Another one of these can be... You know what? We'll do this one by hand again. We'll just do closed and open. That. We'll have another fully closed one. Right there, so that they're not all swinging open at street level. That would suck. And then this. Yeah, this one's going to be fully swung open. Completely swung open. This one is going to be same. So I think that's all the doors now, yeah? All the doors, all the gates, all the chains, all the everything. I think we are good. Now we're gonna have to do something about this space and this space. Here we could do... Not entirely sure yet. I don't know if it'll be graffiti decoration or maybe some mechanical decoration, but we could definitely do like some sort of coffee bean can sort of thing there, but I'm gonna need to actually look up coffee bean can decorations and stuff like that to be able to do that. Right, that's kind of the one side, although there's still gonna need to be some piping and all kinds of other stuff. And I'm wondering, what if we did stairs and do granite stairs. Terracotta doesn't exactly have a stair, that's right. What would be closest to terracotta then? Oh, you know what? What if we just did all of them like copper? We have something like that going. That might be a little bit disruptive. I do like the idea of the stairs, but copper. Give this hall a little bit more depth. Like I said, I can do that. I can't really. But I mean, I guess I could just do replace those terracotta. This. Windows. King. Those windows. The doors feel like they deserve extra. Let's do this. Let's him. Ah. Yeah, it just helps. Metal. Because like I said at the beginning of this, right? This is a giant box. And it's going to take a lot of work to make this not a giant box. But it's normal urban architecture, especially from the 1930s. There were a lot of just square warehouse buildings. And so staying true to that, you end up with things that look like this. That just look like a box, right? I mean, even modern buildings, look how many of them just look like boxes. It is just what it is. Okay, and I'm gonna do same sort of stuff here. Have those ones, that. Yeah. But even if you are building a box, because Minecraft is such a square-ass game, you always want to make sure that it's not too boxy. Okay? A lot of things are just going to be boxy. You want to try your best to make it not too boxy. And every little bit that I'm adding to this is helping shape it into something that's not entirely just, square, but there's texture to it. Probably end up putting some like holes in the walls and stuff like that by you also just using stairs. Actually, also use some holes. Just have some holes, but that's a little trickier to do. Wall again. Can block that out of existence. Because this is all two gaps, and you're gonna end up either doing it there where it doesn't connect, or where it ends up connecting to some of the iron bars, or it's gonna make the chains not connect. So maybe that's not the best option, but we can definitely still put in some holes in the wall by putting in some stairs in places. Right, so we'll probably end up doing a little bit of that. Not going crazy with it either, because for the most part, these look like old buildings, but this whole setting is from the 1930s, and a lot of those buildings were not. They were not old then. They were, maybe 50 years max. In the case of something like this in the cities, it would have been close to brand new. But you don't want to put in those holes until you have a lot of the other decorations in place. Like, I'm not going to put in holes here and then end up graffitiing over that, because that would just be silly and a waste of my time, right? So, I think we got that done. What if we... I wouldn't mind doing some signage up at the front here. Just, you know, a bunch of signage, but then again, maybe we should also cool it on the signage a little bit. I was also thinking that this is too many, it gets too close up to the building. I kind of want to leave some space here for maybe some, I don't know, heavy machinery or something that is going to end up... I'm sorry, what? Do I have you guys again? Seems like it. Just don't want the stream to die. I can still deal with dips and stuff like that, but when it dies, there's nothing I can do to bring it back. It definitely is the power line adapter. I literally just yoinked it out of the wall and put it back in, and now the internet is back up to full strength. So I need to figure out why. It's a TP-Link power line adapter, and I don't know what is wrong with it, that it is this sensitive to... I don't know what. It just loses all of its boggles every once in a while. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, those parking lots get a little too close to... Those parking spaces get a little too close to the wall. And I want to leave some space for... maybe a forklift or something. Right, so the next thing, I don't want to continue this wall too much because, like I said, I need the coffee bean thing there, and I need some graffiti or something there, maybe some mechanical bits sticking out, but I'm not sure, and I'm gonna have to wait until I actually have like a coffee bean thing there, and I don't want to open the bloody internet or my browser to look up things like that, because then I'm just going to end up with more internet problems again. So we'll leave that for now. And let's think about... well, let's work a little bit on the inside here, because we haven't really done too much of that yet. I think these walls... oh, actually, we need to put in a rolly door, so we might as well get started by doing a little bit of that first, right? That could be our next thing to do. We do some rolly. Then we want this rolly door to be... so... we'll also have it where this is more like a hangar door that opens like towards the outside. So we could have it where essentially it is more like this. And we can do the other one. Yeah, we could do something like that. That should work. Otherwise, I have to deal with... what ends up happening is if I want the rolly door to be like here, right? I'm gonna skip that ad because you guys have suffered enough. You don't need ads coming up now. yeah, we're gonna end up with a rolly door that you want it at least there, because you want like the portion strip area to be here, but then you want to be able to see at least one more joint, otherwise it looks weird. And then that's not high enough for me to maybe park a truck halfway into this thing. So probably have the door go sideways is a better option. So we're gonna, now what I need to do is figure out, this is, actually I have a ruler, might as well just ruler. Chip. Ruler. From there to there, that's 15. So I think that's supposed to be 16 then, right? They haven't updated. I don't have the updated version of that yet. That does block count. It just does distance, which is stupid, but okay. So that means about 8 on each side. So we're going to do, let's get some coal. Ah, I seriously cannot spell coal right now. Okay, so this.
Hello there.
Hello, Kazi. What's up? You're not too late. There's been some wonky internet nonsense again, but I think I'm honing in on the problem, so that's something, at least. Okay, first things first. We want this to be 8 long. We also wanted to, let me just see here. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I think from there we want to have rhinestones. We're also just gonna fill that in. Okay, we're gonna have grindstones here. Wonky internet nonsense is meaning, yeah, it just never stops. But like I said, I think I might be honing in on the problem, which means that I might be able to find a solution at some point in the future. But it's still being a massive pain in my backside. Okay, but then from there, we also want this to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I think it was 9 on the side as well, right? So from there, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So that is the rolly for the rolly door. And we need to just fill in this. Good. And then what we can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, it's just supposed to be 8. Do it like that. And the same on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. Then 2, 4, 8. Okay, perfect. Like so. Okay. And then we also want probably just iron bars will do the trick, I think. Iron bars across the top of this as again just rail. Keep it in place. Okay. Cool. I think that is good. So do I not maybe want to use different bed? You know what? I think I do. I think for a change. No. You see, I am going to here. No, I also want that to be patchy. So let's see. If I do noise, and maybe we do stone and andesite and just a touch of gravel. We make this just stone. Mask surface. Yeah, just something a little bit more patchy, right? A little bit more patchy. Or maybe that's not the right kind of patch. I want something a little bit more streaky. Runway edges. Poorly. 4. Probably just some splatter, really. I think that's good. That was a little splotchy. Floor back like that. What am I gonna make this floor on the inside here? Don't know. Yeah. I think maybe I want a bit of a pattern. So we can do some polished andesite. That. Yeah, have that run along like that. We do need a couple of those. Not ideal. Let's just do this. That polished andesite. Go. Alright, we do that. Do a bit of way. Cross sections. See, just chipping away at decisions one by one. But I know, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you're still around. The first blocks is the hardest to put down. But if you just stick with the idea of making that wall, then it's usually not that bad. Just get started with it. Okay. So, I do think I want to have some openings in the roof. I don't know if I want. Probably doesn't make sense to just have one big one, because you have all of these support structures in play. Potentially have 3, or at least 2. could have is switch a little bit away from that. A little bit away from that. Yes. Start thinking about how big this holes to be. How big are these things? This is probably what I'm going to end up doing with containers as well, is having like a 5 by, maybe not that long, but probably do something like that. Finally, after 2 days of struggling, I found what design I want my nether portal. Okay. Okay. You're in the Discord, right? Show in the Discord what you found. Okay, so 5. Those are going to be 5 wide, but these are already. It's a 2 wide center, because unfortunately that's how my storage system is built. So we could probably do 6 to give it some clearance. So if we do that, make a hole. And the same here. Hole. That's probably not bad. We will be able to lower things down from the roof, and I have ideas for that. That's gonna come later. I think we might want some caution around that as well. Do we have any slabs that will work as caution? Slabs. We can use bamboo now, kinda. This. We can go orange. Change. Doing orange and stuff there for caution stuff, but I'm also doing yellow. So, or I could just have it where it basically does something like this, where it has a bit of a lip, right? So we can have it where it does like this, bit of a lip, or we can have it make a dip, bit of a dip, where it actually comes down like this. In. And I kind of want the rolly door things to... No, but the rolly doors can go over the top of this as well. No, not really. Slabs are silly like that. What do I want to do with these? Don't really know. Yeah, just finishing some details and I'll send it. Cool. Cool. Forward to seeing that. I might not respond to it until... Hey, Amelia. Might not respond to that until after... until tomorrow. So after this, I'm going straight into a doggy walk. And then from there, I'll probably have some dinner and watch some crit roll and relax for the rest of the evening. Because this has been a stressful day of me running around trying to fix internet that still isn't fixed. So that's just super. At least the power hasn't tripped yet. Knock wood. Anyway. At least now I have a general idea that it is the power line adapters, which means I can either try and find a fix for it, or I might need to replace them, but I honestly can't afford that. So I don't know. I'm just gonna need to try and figure out what the problem is. We should really get an electrician in to see why the power keeps tripping as well. So maybe they could put in like a circuit coupler. Maybe it's just that 2 circuits aren't really connecting properly. Power line adapters are stupid that way. And Spanish house wiring is just absolutely horrendous. Just one of the dumbest things ever. Just ever. Actually, you know what? What if we just did straight up Derpol Enterprises? Can we fit that on this wall? Like the full name. Wait, can we do 1, 2, 3, 4? 3, 4. Yeah. Good. Good. But that would also require... No, you know what? We'll probably just do the do. Do. But Dewlan's gonna get the wrong idea. Maybe we just do a DE again, right? Like we did for Season 2 as well. And then frame it a little bit better. Yeah, I might summon the Dewlan. I mean, that wouldn't be so bad. I wouldn't mind summoning the Dewlan. I need to talk to him about what he's doing over in his area. Just see here. 4, 8, 12, 16. So 4, 8. That's the middle one. So there. So if we did a D. D. Then E. In an E. I don't know. That doesn't quite seem right. Oh, what if we did? Where's the? Oh, can I pull that up? Did you see something? Kinda looks like Derpol's face. What, the D and the E? What if we do the actual new corporate logo? Where is that? I know Ivy Pants did pixel version of that the other day. There it is. I did black and let's just grab some redstone. Actually, looks so bad. So from the center, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Sorry, that's the center. I think. So from there, did the actual new Derpol Enterprises logo. How would that look? Doesn't look as good like this as it does on a sign. I need to play around with that one a little bit more. Or we could just have that and then enter de-enterprise something there. We could just make this bigger. Just do that. Have this be a bit more. This. Ah, don't break the walls. Stupid. No, it's definitely gonna need a little bit more fine-tuning. An idea, though. It's an idea. But it does feel a little bit out of era as well. It's not entirely... Well, I guess if I used something like red terracotta, it might look a little bit more in era, right? So, there's that. And there was something else that I was looking at, but I'm just absolutely terrified of opening up my browser now and just with the internet. There was something else, but for the time being, let's think. What else can we do? So I actually do want this to be flat on top. Stone, slab, texture later. Just want this to be straight up flat, I think. Well, no. This can be the same as the other ones. We'll do stairs around the outsides. That. I probably will end up doing Ivan's got very excited. I probably will end up doing that new logo on the front. Because I think it's a good opportunity to drop that into the lore properly. But I need to make sure that I get the proportions right. It'd be good if I don't. Still a lot of work that needs to be done on this thing before it's fully ready for me. But at the same time, we could just go and do a little bit of mining for the last half an hour as well. I still have a giant area here that I need to clear out for this build. It's gonna be a lot. Not only the surface area, but then also I don't like messing around with what's under here, so I'm just gonna go dig a big hole. Hopefully get some iron and other resources while I'm at it, because I'm pretty short on those things anyway. Yeah, so from there, now we can do the slabs. Let's fill up this area as well real quick. The roof is gonna have a lot more going for it once I'm done. I also need to think about. I wouldn't mind having some beacons in this place. I could have beacons just go through these posts. You probably wouldn't even know that they're there, right? And we could just put a beacon, but then I have to build 4 beacon bases if I want to be able to do that. So that's probably not the best thing. I mean, it also could just be 1 beacon that does just a little bit of a speed boost. Or I could just put some... I could put some soul sand and... But I don't even have soul speed, so no, that's also not going to work right away. There's still a lot of the interior that needs to be done. You know what? While we're doing this real quick, let's go back to the metabol. I think it was metabol before, right? And we'll do bricks, granite, and terracotta, and we will do lime wool. Get this area done for some of it. There we go. So that I did just want to do. But no, because then it doesn't contrast at all with the this. So it's probably better. God damn it. Probably better if we do this with the end brick, right? Then it'll contrast it. Actually, look nice. Let's do end brick and stone and no sense. There we go. That looks a lot more interesting. This is definitely going to require a lot of pipes and stuff like that to look more interesting. That's saw some big patches. Oh well, it is what it is. Fine. Yeah, I'm still not sold on the granite in here anyway. Maybe I will change that. And if I do, then maybe I'll want to change this as well. So probably should leave that until I actually make a decision. So that's not particularly great. Yeah, you know what? My brain's a little fried on the design aspect of this. How about we just go do a little bit of diggy for the last half an hour, and we could just chat. Yeah, I think that's not a terrible idea. Let's hope that the internet holds up if we attempt to go play online. I still got so much that I need to dig, right? Like this whole area here, this whole area is that thing. So yeah, might as well make a little bit of progress on this, and then you guys can tell me a little bit about what you have been up to and what you think of the 121 stuff that you've seen so far, because I don't think we've really had any streams or discussions about that outside of like we talked about it on the Discord a little bit, and we've talked about it in community posts and things like that. And also, if anyone has any questions to do with crafter space and stuff like that, or the merch shop, please feel free to ask some questions about that. I'd be happy to answer those. So you're excited for the new dungeon thing, the trial chambers, yeah? They do look interesting. I do hope that, because what they showed at Minecraft Live was the breeze actually interacting with like trapdoors and affecting the environment, and so far in snapshots that hasn't happened yet, but I know they're just snapshots, so there's a possibility that it'll still come. I just hope that they don't veer away from that, because I think that was one of the main selling points of the breeze, was that and the trial chambers, was that those things were designed in a way that made them very interactive and dynamic and like that, right?
Hello there.
What's up, Mystery? Simply a Mystery. How you doing? Do you like Axiom better now that you're used to it? So much better. And I'd love it even more if my stupid stinky brain can remember all the things that Axiom can do, or comprehend all the things that Axiom can do. But the more I use it, the more I love it. I definitely won't be going back. And the updates that they've been doing to Axiom is just insane. Like Angel Place mode, and the no clip now, it's just like creative, it just keeps getting better with Axiom. And then they have the path tools, and they have a gradient painter now, which I can't wrap my head around how it works, but it looks cool. So yeah, there's that. Hype for the autocrafter and bulbs, trying to learn redstone, lol. Alright. That is a decent undertaking, Amelia. You definitely should do that. I really hope that the internet holds. Like I'm having some lag. Also, Kazi said the latest snapshot, it kind of does. Okay, I haven't seen the latest snapshot yet. I've been keeping up to date with like technical changes and texture changes. Very happy that the auto crafter doesn't completely look like a bag of poop anymore. Although I still would prefer the first texture, but you know what? It's one of those things. It happens. What I don't get though is, as far as I'm aware, and like, correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone here has a history of design, but I've heard from designers in the past that like two of the main tests that you do with any new design of any sort is you test for PPs and you test for windmills. And before you release something and accidentally get called out for the windmill or a PP, right? So why is it that this keeps happening to Mojang? Because this isn't the first time they've had to change textures because of windmills, because of pinwheels and weirdness. So why does this keep happening to them? Like, seriously. Like, this is core design principles, right? Check for PP, check for windmill. But anyway, I digress. Just happy that it doesn't look completely like ass anymore, because the second texture really did. It really did, and losing my my bottom texture, my beloved, was just not an option. Like, seriously, I went into that. I had never even considered joining the feedback Discord until they changed that, and I was like, nah, not going down without a fight. And that was the one we have now is kind of what I suggested. I mean, like, I'm not arrogant enough to think that they took it straight off of my suggestion, but it's nice to know that something that I suggested was kind of, or maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I did come off with my suggestion. Who knows? The internet is still okay for me for the stream, right? You guys are still getting good internet. I'm just getting lag. That could happen too. That could happen. Normally, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they test the texture itself for them, but not combined with other blocks. See, that's the thing. That the texture, the problem was just, it was just the one block. You put the crafter into, you put 4 crafters together in a combination that wasn't unlikely to happen, and boom, you got the thing, right? And that's why they wanted to change it. It's not about being able to make it. It's about it being something that was very likely to be accidentally made, right? Which I wasn't on board with that logic to begin with, but it kind of makes sense. It doesn't make complete sense. I still think it's kind of stupid, but it's not as stupid as I thought at the beginning. So, you know, there's that. And while we're at it, repairing our shovel, we might as well prep for all the bricks we're gonna need. That's the thing. There we go. Shovel repaired and more bricks acquired. That's how we do. Just for the shovel. Once all of my picks are kaput, then I usually go over to the end, fix everything. But it has been helping me get all of the bricks that I need. So that's good. I think I have a good stockpile of them at this point. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll have more by the end of it. That's good. Stream is good. There was a blip of lag, but it seems good. Maybe works. Yeah, I really need to figure this out. I need like I have no one I can ask IRL to, you know, give me some IT help. I have no one that knows anything about that sort of stuff. Can't afford a technician to come and do it properly. Like, I can't actually afford to hire an IT person to come and see what the hell is wrong with my internet connections and everything. So I kind of have to just figure it out on my own. And then I'll probably end up replacing things and paying for the replacements when I could have just gotten the technician in, but I don't know. So, like I said, I think I might be closing in on the issue because I have now updated and changed settings for most things, and yeah, I'm definitely narrowing down the problem by process of elimination, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's definitely some lag on the server for me right now. What else was being said here? All the stuff you wouldn't think of and improves everything so much more. Oh yeah, that's about Axiom, right? Yeah. Normally, okay, I haven't missed anything. Yeah, see, this is what I'm afraid of. Is like, it's hard enough for me to stream on single player creative. That's why most of my streams for the last couple of months have been on single player creative, because if the internet's giving me trouble in single player, like, the odds of me playing properly on a server while in a stream is just astronomically low that it's not going to cause any problems. So I've been avoiding it, but I really need to fix this. I'm like losing subscribers on streams that keep cutting out, and less people are showing up than, like, a couple of months ago. I was getting more on my, like, peak or average concurrent viewers than I do now, because people have lost faith in the fact that the stream is even going to last long enough, which I don't blame anyone. I would feel exactly the same as a viewer. So I really feel like I'm losing a lot of steam on my channel in terms of live streaming, and it's extremely disheartening, because I was never really a big streamer, but I was starting to build like a nice little stream crew of people who used to show up regularly and chat and all of that cool stuff, and it's just, I wanted it to grow more, but at this point I'm going backwards on my progress. I don't want that to happen. I desperately want this to become a full-time thing eventually. But with problems like this, with having to worry every live stream about not only the internet, but is the power going to trip at any point during the stream? I don't know. Either one of those things will stop the stream, because YouTube is stupid and only waits like 2 minutes and then decides, nah, you know what, your stream's over. So not great. Just not freaking great at all. I really hope I can find a solution to this soon. I'm trying to be a bit more positive about it. I know in the past I've been very down in the dumps when the internet was a problem, and I've lost my temper a few times, and I don't want you guys to see that again. So I'm trying my very best to stay positive about it, but it's terrible, man. It really is just so bad that like, I know probably I'm not like disappointing you guys, but I feel that way. I do. When the stream doesn't work properly, I feel like I've let you down. Like, you will take your time out of your day, you know, to various degrees. Either you really are taking time out of your day, or you're making time to fit me and my streams into your day or into your routine, and you're making that effort, and I feel like I'm letting you guys down by not providing enough for, like, I'm not one of those that thinks that I need to outperform every stream. I'm not one that's gonna like push myself crazy to do like really wacky things every stream. You guys know that I'm more of a chill sort of person, right? So I don't think I'm falling short on my performances necessarily. It's just I don't want streams to just die all the time for no good reason. I feel terrible that if I can't say goodbye properly to all the people who, you know, took time to come watch me be an idiot and ramble about stupid things, like I'm doing right now. So yeah, that's my little rant for today. Kind of why I took the big break and decided to work on the merch shop and the crafter space was because I didn't feel confident that I could deliver on consistent streams, and so I decided to rather focus all of my attention into a project that didn't necessarily need me to have internet all the time. I could work on a lot of these things offline. And so, yeah, I kept chipping away at Crafter Space and at like the website, the merch store and everything. And actually, I wasn't even planning on doing the merch store. I just came across the platform that I use for the website and the merch store now while I was researching creator tools and stuff for Crafter Space, and I was like, oh, this looks cool. Let me give their like merch creation tool a try and see what kind of cool stuff I could make. Next thing I knew, I was like knee deep into designing the whole shop, and then I was like, oh, I can make a website and use my existing like domain that I bought ages ago for free, because for anyone who's tried to make a website, yeah, most of them don't allow you to use your own custom domain on the free plan. I mean, Fourth Wall doesn't even have any paid plans. It's just that. It just is what it is. As long as the content stay the same, some little buggy moments wouldn't disappoint me. I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that, but it doesn't change my perspective on it. I appreciate that you're saying that, but my brain's not going to hold on to that. My brain is still, every time there's a problem, my brain is still going to go, ah! Disappointing people. Maybe not Gekiku, but Gekiku, but maybe someone else. I'm disappointing someone. And I know that I am, because there are most of the live streams that bug out like that will always have minor subscriber counts. Like, people genuinely unsubscribe hard when that sort of stuff happens. But it also doesn't help when a new viewer comes in that finds me for the first time and is like, oh, I'll give this guy a shot, and then depending on what time they got into the stream, 5-10 minutes later, the stream just dies. I'm like, oh, well, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Clearly doesn't know how to unplug, how to like hard reset his router. He must be an idiot. And so, yeah, it's just frustrating. But I'm not complaining. I'll figure it out. I just want you guys to understand how I think about this and how I feel about it. That's all. I'm not trying to complain. Trying to complain less. Yes, I am still complaining a little. When you have connection problems or else, is that long to come back? When you have connection problem or else, is that long to come back as before? Do you mean like if I have a connection problem and the stream stops, does it take long for me to come back again? Not necessarily, but by that point, I am either too frustrated to try again, or I'm just straight up raging and don't want to subject you guys to my rage. But it does take a little bit of time to get it back up and running and everything, and by then people might have moved on to watching other things or doing other things with their lives. So I don't really feel like it's worth me trying to come back. I have in the past, and then what happens is the stream just bugs out again, and then I get even more frustrated and more angry. And so now if the stream bugs out and stops, then I just stop, because I don't want to get more angry. I don't want to get more upset. I want to kind of just limit the amount of upset that I get. So yeah. I always suggest viewers to think it's an ISP problem unless said otherwise. Yeah, and like I said, not particularly great that my daughter was playing Roblox last night while I was streaming, but I definitely don't. After the day that I've had today, fighting with the power line adapters and their connectivity issues, pretty sure it wasn't the Roblox that did it. Pretty sure it wasn't her fault. But yeah, you probably should stay off of Roblox when I'm streaming, just in case. But no, like I said, now that I feel confident that I know that it's the power line adapters, I think I might be able to come up with a solution, or at least narrow down like what the problem is and how I'm gonna fix it, and if I could afford it. I don't know. Hey, that's always the problem. That's always the problem. Can I afford it? I don't know. Because if it takes like 2 minutes to come as normal, then maybe Twitch should be an option. There's a lot more to why Twitch is not an option for me than how quick it is to come back online. Maybe for something like that, Twitch is not that bad, because it is pretty easy to just pick up where you left off. And I also don't think that it takes that long, or Twitch turns off a stream as quick and easy as YouTube might do it. But there's a lot more wrong with Twitch as a platform that I am not going to get into. They might have cool features, they might have like a better chat, and they have channel points and all of the cool stuff that we wish we had on YouTube and everything, but as a company, as their practices, as the way they treat their creators, and the revenue share that you get on Twitch, and the bad faith contracts that they have about multi-streaming, like, yeah, you're allowed to multi-stream, but just not just not when you're an affiliate and when you're streaming to Twitch. Like, you're allowed to be a Twitch affiliate, multi-stream to YouTube and Facebook and Kick and everything at the same time, but you can't be live on Twitch at the same time. So if you are a Twitch affiliate and you're going to be streaming on Twitch constantly, you can't actually multi-stream. Like, that's how they've set it up, right? So it's stuff like that I have zero faith in Twitch as a platform. I think it's a horrible company. And I don't just mean Amazon. Like, I know Amazon is terrible, but like, I'm not gonna be sitting here on my high horse about Amazon when I do have Prime subscription and I do buy things from Amazon because I am just a human living in this world that needs Amazon. Unfortunately, because I live in like a rural area where like most things that I need to buy, I have to get from Amazon because it's just, I wouldn't be able to find it otherwise. So yeah, but yeah, Amazon does kind of suck, and Twitch definitely sucks, especially with like just the changes they make to ads. It's like, oh, okay, so at first there was ads on the streams, and it's like, okay, you can now buy, if you sub to your favorite streamer, then you don't see ads anymore. Then they were like, oh no, that's not working for us. We're bringing the ads back. But now, if you buy Twitch Ultra, or whatever the hell, Twitch Prime, if you buy Twitch Prime, then you won't get ads. And then they were like, oh no, that's not working for us. So even though you're sub to your favorite streamers and you have Twitch Prime, you're still gonna see ads. You might see less, but you're still gonna see ads. And so they just keep sucking at everything. And so no, Twitch definitely not a platform I want anything to do with. I know if I was on Twitch, I'd probably be making more money from Twitch at this point. Probably would have a better like live following, but then there's the fact that live streams aren't my primary content. I like making the videos, which I need to get back to. I know that. And then splitting your audience between live streaming on Twitch, posting videos on YouTube, and then, you know, it's just nice to have everything. Like, I post to TikTok and I post to Instagram, the Reels and stuff, only because it's pretty easy to do. Right? Only to cross-contaminate, cross-pollinate, and find more, get more reach and find more audience on those platforms. But if it was a case of I had to pick, I would just be doing YouTube live streaming, YouTube videos, YouTube shorts. That way, my audience is in one place, and YouTube's not going anywhere. Twitch might. TikTok might. Instagram definitely might. But YouTube's, I think, out of all the platforms, definitely the most stable one. I don't think they're going to be going away anytime soon. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of this. We've had a little diggy-diggy. I've had a little rant. We've done a fair bit of design. I would be able to keep a clearer head about the design, probably make more progress if it wasn't for all of the checking in on the internet situation. But, like I said, we're getting there. We might fix it. Might not. I don't know. But hopefully at some point in the near future, I will be streaming better again. I'm going to leave that there. And I am going to properly say goodbye for once, because the stream didn't die, so I could properly say goodbye. Let me just see what these last messages. Yeah, and I didn't think about it, but going on Twitch would almost be a start from zero. Not necessarily. I have a decent enough following here on YouTube that I'm sure, especially like my stream regulars, wouldn't care where I'm streaming. They'd probably come with me to Twitch. And honestly, the stream regulars are the only ones watching my streams here, so if they're the only ones coming over to Twitch, then that's fine, right? I'm at least not starting at zero. But there's a lot. There is a lot of problems with Twitch, and I'm just not about that. I mean, YouTube is getting a little close to becoming unstable with their new ad policy, not talking about the ad blocker thing, they are currently forcing pre-roll. I mean, it's still not as bad as Twitch. It's just not, right? They do have, to a degree, some common sense when it comes to, because one of the things with Twitch, right, and YouTube, is if you click in on a stream and you see an ad, if you watch it for 2 minutes and go, nah, not for me, let's see what the next one is, you go into the next stream, you won't see an ad, because YouTube actually has some sense of, like, this guy has just seen an ad in the last 20 minutes, whatever, right? And this person's also someone with a profile that likely clicks away an ad, so there's no point in showing it, right? YouTube has a lot of that stuff on the back end. Like, this guy clicks away most ads, we'll show him one less this stream than everyone else. That sort of thing. Twitch, on the other hand, you go into one stream, 6-minute ad, right? Finally 6 minutes are over and you're like, oh, this stream sucks. You go to the next one, 6-minute ad, right? Yeah, there's no, YouTube is not that bad, right? And they're rolling out more ads to help creators. I know it's not just for us, they also want to make money, but they are helping creators with more ads, right? Especially with the ad blocker. There's a lot of people that are going to be like, oh, ad blocker doesn't work anymore, we'll just watch the ads. Creators make more money. They make more money. Everyone makes more money. And the person's just like, oh, well, ad blockers don't work anymore. The people that are adamant about ad blockers working, just use Opera. Just use Opera. Opera is not always one step ahead of YouTube, but they're always that one step behind. YouTube brings out a thing, the ad blocker doesn't work for a day or two, and then Opera tweets out going, hey, go check your Opera update. Ad blocker's back. And just use Opera if ads are that much of a problem to you. But if it's not, if you genuinely value the content that you see on YouTube, maybe watch an ad or two. Be nice, right? But you know what? I think that's gonna do it. It's not as bad for sure, and they have more common sense, and they allow all browsers, unlike Twitch doesn't allow all browsers? Which browsers don't work with Twitch? Okay, anyway, you can tell me about that a little bit later, Kaz. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for listening to my ramblings and bearing with me through some very dodgy internet connections again. But hey, we actually made it through. At one point, I thought we weren't going to. And now I know that I can at least just take out this power line adapter. Because what I used to do when the internet completely died is I would run downstairs and reset the router. But that takes long enough to restart that YouTube goes, nah, your stream's over. But just unplugging that and plugging it back in actually reconnects the two power line adapters properly, and then boom, I have internet again. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Probably will be doing another week of streaming rather than another episode, because as you can see, that storage system still has a lot of work to do, and I am not doing anything on Randomcraft until that thing is built, because I need that thing to speed up future progress. At this point, it has taken too long for me to get around to building that thing in the first place. So I'm gonna just keep chipping away at this project until I get that video out with that in there. And then I can carry on when I have automated storage and everything is nice and organized, and I can really speed up my production. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. I gotta go walk the dog. Bye.